following program may contain coarse language, suggestive dialogue, and discussion of violent imagery and sexual situations. It is intended for mature listeners who can tell the difference between facts and opinions.
Toonami locks in on this episode of the Toonami Faithful Podcast. I am your host, Sketch, and with me I have...
Obscuro, the founder of ToonamiFaithful.com.
It's me, Kuro. I'm here under duress.
And...
It's Laser Kid. I'm also here under duress for a different reason.
And
yes,
bringing
you
up
are.
the rear.
Hey, it's me, Streamin' Steven. I'm not being held under duress. I'm just being held here just to stream.
Duress.
Y'all a bunch of copycat.
Is that duress? That could be duress.
We're all here under duress.
I'm sorry. I thought all of you said you were. held here by
I
duress.
was.
I'm
You
confused.
know.
I'm sorry.
And that could
No,
also.
It's very
It could
close.
happen. I could see it happening.
Well, we did have Fabian in the previous episode, who was always held by Darrell.
Yeah, I'm being held hostage by Bleach,
Hmm.
but
And I'm being held hostage by
All right,
Primal.
so,
It's fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll talk about those things.
We will.
I mean, Kuro, it could be worse. We could
Like-
be maiming people right now.
Like in Primal
Oh, just wait.
and Bleach
My God.
and Mashle.
Yeah, that's not helping.
All of them.
Oh
All
my.
the maiming.
All the
This is-
maiming.
It's all of
Seriously.
Kuro's happy fun place, guys.
Oh boy.
See, Laser, if you have that sound effect that goes, "Oh my," that would be great.
I
Right now.
do.
I
I,
bet you
do
do.
actually have that.
Well-
But yeah.
So last Friday, we were fully expecting some kind of schedule update. Maybe a little confirmation that they would continue Blue Exorcist, maybe the return of Dawn to Dawn Season 2. No. Toonami decided to kick us a curveball. Very
Yes.
unexpectedly announcing that on February 7th, they will be adding Blue Lock and Tokyo Revengers. Okay.
I've
These are
never seen
good
these. These are
Toonami
perfect.
shows, I would say. I've seen a little bit of both of them.
I mean, other than the fact that I don't care about soccer at all.
I mean, I
Not
don't
a little
either,
bit.
but I'll take it.
If they're gonna do a sports anime, I'd rather they have done a baseball one, because baseball's awesome, but soccer is.
Mhm.
And the premise is weird to me. Like they're trying to make him an asshole soccer
It is
player. What?
Okay,
I don't
so
understand.
most sports anime are all
Why?
about like teamwork, yay, friendship, yay. Not this one. Not this one. In Blue Lock, they're trying to make the most egotistical, self-centered, not a team player striker to lead Japan on the national stage. And to do that, they are having 300 forwards all compete against each other. And whoever loses in this tryout can never represent Japan in national football. So, pretty high stakes. And yeah, the typical shonen, yay, friendship, yay, teamwork. No. Not this show. Not this story.
Is it
Not this time.
is it meant to be tongue in
It
cheek,
takes
or does
itself
it take itself
seriously.
seriously?
I'm not going to say that there's like no teamwork, friendship stuff to it, because I mean, it's still a shonen. Of course, there's an extent to that.
From what I've seen of it, it's,
Yes, it's very
very
action-packed.
action heavy.
Actions speak louder than words, and yeah, it's an oddball. It's interesting, but I think Toonami viewers will enjoy it. It's fairly off kilter for a sports anime, and it's really quite popular. So that's a win, even though it's coming quite a bit late, and after the second season absolutely destroyed the goodwill of the series by having terrible production value. Doesn't that sound familiar? One Punch Man. All right, I've been watching One Punch Man season 3, and it's watchable. I don't mind when it eventually shows up.
That's what I felt about season 2.
I think it's fine. People need to chill. Look, it's not going to hurt your eyes like Uzumaki.
That's good.
Similarly, yeah. Meanwhile, Tokyo Revengers is a time travel story involving gang war. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Gang war,
Did you say
but
gay war?
but
Oh my
romance. Nothing even gay about
Wow,
it.
we've all been canceled. We have absolutely been canceled now.
Oh my god! For a minute I was like, wait, did I misunderstand?
Maybe you're thinking of Banana Fish.
Diving into Kuro's psyche right there.
A show I very much wish could air on Toonami, but it was never dubbed. Not that Toonami can't play subtitled shows, so the fact that it's an Amazon jail is the problem. But
there's an Amazon AI dub. Does that count?
That is an insult
I'm being a
to
dumb.
everything good and decent. Like, imagine waiting years for that show to get a dub, and you get that.
Oh God, I've seen the clip.
Did Banana Fish do this to you? It's real bad. But yeah, again, I've only seen a little bit of both of these shows, but I think Tokyo Revengers is definitely an easier sell to the Toonami audience. But I think it's an interesting choice to put Blue Lock ahead of it. It is more popular, so there's that. So
I think the notable thing here is that they're both Crunchyroll shows.
yes, but they're both Kodansha licenses, and I think that has something to do with it.
It's a possibility. But
no, this would be the first time making a deal directly with Kodansha if that is the case. But it's so weird that they would pick these two particular shows right now.
They're both older, so it could be a Kodansha thing, or it could be Crunchyroll's like, oh, those are old.
Possible.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just too busy being salty over the fact that they couldn't follow through with Blue Exorcist. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
I'm actually with you on that one.
They're leaving. I hate doing this because this isn't my style, but they're gonna leave this season on the most massive fucking cliffhanger ever.
They really are.
It's just insane. Like, why? Why would you do that? I'm really salty about it. I get it. Like, I don't have a problem with Toonami, being edgy and unique about flexing its muscles with different types of shows. Like, that's fine. Soccer anime, go for it. A time travel gangster anime, yeah, fine. That seems to fit right in. But, like, finish what you started. Don't leave us hanging. Like, why would you say, hey, here's an episode of Dawn to Dawn, and then, like, nothing? Why would you say, get us 3 new seasons of Blue Exorcist, and then nothing? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm happy that they're able to get new titles, but come on. Like, finish what you started, Toonami. Please.
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't have had
I
Kuro
fully
on.
expected
Jeez,
this,
okay.
and I completely.
You know what,
You know,
Kuro?
okay.
Next time,
completely get what you're saying. And yeah, it's crappy. Though, if they were licensing everything up to this point of Blue Exorcist at the time, I kind of understand it, but they definitely had enough time to figure that out. So that's annoying. Again, I see this as like a package deal because
So
starting them at the same time is also kind of curious. Okay, Paul, go ahead.
okay. So thank you. So first, maybe we should have brought some maiming in. Maybe that would help.
The
Kuro
maiming
be a
comes
little bit
later.
more happier.
Look,
Um,
I didn't want to be here.
Steven, why are you
I'm
a
kidding,
brain
but
in a
anyways.
jar?
Okay, let's get.
Oh my god.
What do you mean? I talk.
Yeah, actually, that's not
All right, let me
helping.
talk, damn it. Let me talk. All right. Anyways, so if you guys know, well, if you're not paying attention to their Facebook page, there was kind of like a week or two of like lull there for a minute, and it was there. I swear I reached out to somebody here. It was either Steven or Sketch, or maybe it was all of you, and I was just like, wait a minute, why isn't there anything on the Facebook page? Like, did anything get dropped that I forgot about? Like, whatever. And there wasn't anything. And I'm like, that's curious because usually they're posting throughout the week. And then all of a sudden Friday comes and now they have 2 new shows. Now, my thought process is they still have the rights to Blue Exorcist. It's going to be like Mashle. It's going to play somewhere down the line, probably after one or both of these shows ends. So I'm not too worried about it. I get that it kind of cuts the flow off, and it has been a constant flow ever since Blue Exorcist came back on the block. But you know what? At this point, I'm just happy that they've been able to diversify the block and bring in 2 new shows to put on the block. It's a breath of fresh air. I don't have the red button out going panic, 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 because I feel more comfortable with the fact that they did this. The bigger question is, and I agree with Sketch, I think this is a package deal, but the bigger question is, did they get it from the studio or did they get it
That is the
Crunchyroll?
million-dollar question.
That's the bigger question. And I'm going to be honest with you. If this is the second one I mentioned, Crunchyroll, that's big. That means that Toonami theoretically is now working to get shows Crunchyroll. Now, I'm going to say it's probably the first one, and because me and Sketch had been talking about this. And I agree with Sketch on this. And maybe I'm not speaking for you, Sketch, but I think you agree that this is probably more than likely the studio that we're getting this from, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm guessing this probably was something last minute that happened. Keep in mind, Toonami only has a certain amount of money. This is the beginning of the year. I don't think, and again, stop me if I'm saying something wrong here, but I don't feel like they paid a lot of money for this. And because, quote unquote, it's a package deal, it probably cost them less. So why not play both shows? I mean, it diversifies the block. It's a breath of fresh air. It helps people. All I've seen on social media is, holy shit, they did something finally. So
I don't have an issue with that. I'm not complaining about that. And as I said, exactly my first comment was, I think that's fine. It does add to the block.
She
That
just wanted
point
them
is
to
valid.
wait their turn.
I'm just frustrated because, yeah, Exactly.
No, I think that's a legitimate.
It's a
comment,
legitimate.
honestly. I think that's a completely legitimate thing to
Oh
say.
no, I completely.
They are blue
I
balling the
completely
Blue
understand what you're
Exorcist
saying, Kuro,
fans
and yes,
with the blue lock.
Yes.
but I don't think. But let's be honest. I don't think that's their intention here. I think what their intention is we got a deal. Maybe and personally, I think if this is from the studio, maybe the studio actually reached out to them and said, "Hey, would you be interested in playing both of these shows?" And they were like, "Yes," and they're going to play them. Because again, I don't know about you, but I have no idea what they're going to play after some of these shows leave. So, I mean, are they
don't
going to
think any of us
rerun
do.
Bleach?
Yeah, they're
You know what I
probably
mean?
gonna.
Like, are they going to rerun Bleach? There's no guarantee that's going to happen.
I would be really surprised if they weren't able to, given how much they spent to get
Especially
it.
since
Oh
But
they
no,
don't have the
I
bond
agree with
right.
you. I
or
completely
must
agree
have
with
spent
that.
in
They should be able
theoretically
to
when
rerun it at least.
yeah.
But you get my point. Like, it actually works in a different way in the sense though that they have something else to play after these two shows run their course.
True.
So I'm
In
fine
6
with that.
months.
They last 6 months
Well-
if they didn't also get additional seasons of either of
True. Which this might be one of those.
Oh,
Let's see how
probably.
it does
Probably. I feel
for the
like
first
these are
season,
both
kind of
the
thing.
kinds of shows that you test before you can invest in entirely.
Now,
The response was really positive online, actually.
yes.
So I think that speaks to the appetite for, a
Something other than
different
battle shonen?
vibe and for more
Oh my
variety.
word.
Yeah, like there's a hunger for variety, certainly, and I'm
Well,
glad to see that.
the one thing that I did notice when I was posting up the promo, which by the way, TikTok needs to fix itself because this promo that I put up there stayed at 0 for a while of views, and I'm sitting there going, okay, I know people don't what may not watch certain things, but holy shit, TikTok is actually broken if that's happening, which it is. But the reason I bring that up is because when I'm posting things on social media, obviously I'm tagging the show. When we do podcasts, we try to tag the show, all that kind of thing. It's interesting because that hashtag in particular on some of these social media profiles is in the millions for Blue Lock, especially. And I'm like, huh, okay, so maybe this is something that is more popular than I thought it was because I didn't think it was that popular. But if it's getting that much traffic on that hashtag, there's got to be something behind this. So this might not be just a test. This might be one of those things where Toonami's like, "Hey, we see something with this anime. Let's play it and see, and maybe it'll do well for us." And so far, I mean, social media wise, it looks good. So we'll see. And I know I'm repeating myself, but this is just great. It's fresh air. I love it. I don't need we don't have what happened last year, thank God. let's just put it
Yes.
out there. We don't have what we had
Oh,
last year where
it
we're
was
sitting there for
6.
4 months going,
It was 6 months.
what the
Oh,
hell is going
God.
on? Well, no, but you know what I mean? Like in the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
couple months you were like,
We're not having a repeat.
what's going on here? And on top of that, you're looking at Dragon Ball Diamond going, okay, you you aren't putting it on Toonami, but you haven't put it out on anything either. What is going on here? So it was just a really strange beginning of 2025. So I'm glad that 2026 is starting out with a positive.
Well, what do you know? That
and
little speech at the
let's
beginning of
keep
the
it going
year
this
actually is not a load of crap. I was a little worried.
One other thing one other thing I want to add real quick too. It's very interesting to me that now we're starting to see these other things pop up that aren't Toonami related, which wasn't happening before. Like, for example, Adult Swim. Yeah, Adult Swim live streams on their YouTube channel sometimes, but now they have a dedicated live
You
stream
mean
from
5
7
to
to
7?
9. I
5 to
think
7.
it might be almost every day.
It should be 7 to 9.
Is it 5 to
5
7?
to
I'm
7.
sorry.
People aren't even home yet.
That was weird.
This is why Toonami Rewind didn't work.
But so there's that. Warner Brothers is putting out on their YouTube channel like
That's
cartoon
interesting.
stuff. So it's like, so I'm like,
Yeah.
are they being allowed more freedom all of a sudden, or is this something like they're trying to do what they can now before
Maybe
the
a little
shit hits
column
the
A and a
fan?
little column B.
Like, yeah, maybe. But I mean, it's great, and I'm all for this. I have no doubt in my mind that Blue Exorcist will be back. Whenever a slot becomes available,
Yeah,
it's probably going to come
I
back.
imagine it
So
will.
I mean, Bleach
Yeah,
is
Bleach.
almost
Bleach
over with.
is 4
I think.
six episodes from finishing, and I think that's when Dawn to Dawn returns
So
because it's the 12:30 slot, and that's one reason why I think they didn't bring Dawn to Dawn back yet.
Yeah,
right
maybe
now, 'cause
that's
they didn't want
true.
to shift down Bleach for Dawn to Dawn, and they didn't want to put Dawn to
That's
Dawn at
true.
1 a.m. I'm just
That's true. Yeah, you know what? That's true. I think
I
so.
do
I think I
think
agree with you.
they didn't get this Beyond the Snow, not Beyond the Snow, the Blue Knight arc of Blue Exorcist when they got all these other seasons, which, probably couldn't get the newest season right off the jump because it would be more expensive, but I still think they definitely had plenty of time to figure that out by now, and it's like it's more than a year old now, I think. Isn't it? Blue Knight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
it,
just about a year old.
it's a year old, and it's just a really
It's not a good
it's a
time.
really frustrating
It's not a
place to
good
leave
time.
off the series. No, because
No, it's really not.
you just want to go into the next you want to go into the next season, and when it aired live, like there was only like a month or 2 or 3, like, right, Laser, when the simul-dub came out.
Oh,
It
it was
wasn't that
yeah.
long.
They were like back to back. All three of
They
those
were
last
back to
3
back.
seasons.
It was not long. There was a small
There was
pause,
like
I feel like, but not that
yeah.
much.
There was so they had season 3 and 4 back to back split core. Then there was a
Mhm.
skipped season like a where they
Mhm.
didn't do it, and then the season after that was Blue Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't that's 3 months. The anime season is about 3 months.
Yeah.
So, if they're planning to do a 3-month wait, then I might be able to live with that. Like, I just feel sometimes with anime, when you leave a complicated storyline on a cliffhanger, it's really easy to forget things. I've been watching the show Shogun with my parents, and they live in another state, and we only watch it together. So it takes a long time for us to get together to sit down and watch the show. And this is not a show you want to be stretching out to over a year. And I feel like it's so emblematic of like how I feel about some of these anime shows. Like, this is why I have a big problem with leaving a series on a cliffhanger unless you're planning on putting out the next series within less than 5 or 4 months. People will forget important details, and then of course the series starts right up right where it left off. They're acting like, oh yeah, like everybody remembers what happened, right? Wrong. People don't remember. They don't remember stuff. And then we've had that happen on this show. We've literally been like talking about something on this show, and one of us will have forgotten something that happened, and another person will be like, no, remember in season X when this happened? Like, that's happened in our own discussions.
It happens to me all the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's happened to all of us. and that's my point. And this isn't a fault of ours. This is just what happens naturally. Except I don't think it ever happens to Sketch. Sketch is never practically perfect.
Sketch has like a perfect photographic memory of certain things.
He really seems to like
I got a mind like a
it's
steel
honestly
trap.
like iconic the way you can remember some of these shows, Sketch. You do. You do. No, like I think that I understand there's a lot of complications when it comes to the purchasing of a
Mhm.
product in the entertainment industry. And I certainly don't begrudge having a new show. I'm just pointing out the pitfall of that is what I've described. And so I'm going to just let me sulk for a bit. I'm going to watch the new show. I'm probably not going to vibe with the soccer one, but I feel like the Revengers is going to be my vibe. So I'm here for it, and I'm always willing to give stuff a chance. Like I have been pleasantly surprised repeatedly by Toonami's
Mhm.
selections.
I have a question. Is there maiming in these two new animes?
Yeah, that's just what I need.
If there's Maiming and Blue Lock, I'll be
It
surprised.
does get pretty hardcore for sports. I haven't seen enough of Tokyo Revengers,
I don't
but
think
seeing
it's
as
that
it involves
hardcore, though.
gang violence.
I heard it this time. I heard the G.
Did you hear the N though? That's the.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it this time. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Also, I just gotta be the guy to point out we could have had the Blue Hour with Blue Lock and Blue Exorcist. It could have been there.
Oh, we were robbed. That would have been great.
It would have been
Sure
great
would've.
for our gimmick.
But alas,
Oh,
For us.
I was very surprised when I saw that schedule up right. I was like, oh, okay. Good shows. No complaints. But wow, that came out of nowhere. Yeah. So that goes to show you that Toonami can definitely still surprise us.
So Jeff chimed in on the chat that it's
That's
just in
true.
time for the FIFA World Cup, which I would not have
do
known
think
otherwise was occurring.
there could be some correlation there. Maybe so.
Yeah. And according to Mr. AJ Tibb, there's a movie that happens between season 1 and season 2 of Blue
Yeah,
Lock.
but it's kind of like a spin-off. That's the movie that played in theaters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I heard about that one, and
It's about a different character. I think. Never saw it.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I mean, it has a name, and the name's not the
Yeah.
main character,
No,
as far as I
not so
know,
much.
of the show.
Yeah.
So
We will definitely be talking about those shows as they air. We're still kind of figuring how abouts we're going to be recapping them, but we'll keep you posted on that. Yeah, time to get into recaps because we got a lot to recap. Starting with episode 2 of season 3 of Primal.
Yes, Primal. Zombie Spear is wandering aimlessly through I guess this is a sort of not quite Africa because he frightens off a herd of ancient wildebeests.
Yeah.
That's what they look like to me. So we're still sticking with that theme.
yeah,
Interesting enough, he walks straight through the water, which will be important later. Also, I feel like that can't be good for the water
No.
source since he's a rotting corpse.
no, I don't think anything of any of this is any good.
I'm pretty sure that's how you get dysentery.
Also,
how you-
that's
is
why
that
I
how you
always
say
died
it?
in
Is it-
Oregon Trail.
Dysentery,
That
not
that-
dysentery?
No, it's dysentery.
I thought it was
I think it could be
dysentery.
dysentery. I think it could be any of them. Dysentery.
Either
Okay,
way,
we'll go with
it's how
that.
you die in Oregon Trail.
I could be wrong too. I don't know. I'm not a. It's how you die in Oregon Trail. It was your fault all along, Spear.
Thanks, Spear. A distant roar triggers more visions of, well, faint visions, I should say, foggy visions of Fang, as he heads towards the direction of the sound, and he travels quite a long way, and he's just trudging along, and eventually he ends up in the desert, and there he gets attacked by a giant fanged sandworm, but for a moment he's unable to react, in spite of the shadows of memories he has of fighting beasts along Fang. He just kind of stares at it, and you're kind of like, okay, you either gotta do something, dude, or just let it take you. I don't know. Like, he's just staring at it. Eventually, his survival instinct kicks in, I guess, and he starts to run. Unfortunately, he ends up in a pit of thorns and is severely damaged. I guess a zombie can kind of feel some pain. That's unclear to me. Yeah, so he's getting torn up. Before the worm can finish him off, he is saved by the very timely arrival of the sunrise, which apparently damages the sandworm. It's like a vampire, I guess. I do love the creativity there. Like, where the hell did you come up with this, like, vampiric sandworm? A big fan. That would have been cool to see him fight with Fang, like, in, like, the older narration of the show. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Anywho, Zombie Spear continues onward. He is clearly suffering in this hot desert sun, and what seems to be like a combination of like inferences from the environment and his and the impact of the desert sun, where everything's melting around him on top of the flies plaguing him. He dreams / hallucinates his former self as it was before his death. And then it transitions into a nightmare about him being burned alive before he awakens to a rainstorm, which is really interesting. It made me think that was a response to the rain in the moment, but the water didn't seem to burn him, so I don't know what that's about. Don't ask me to interpret dreams. I don't even understand my own. He's not. He's cursing them. The next day, Spear follows the roaring towards the mountains and stumbles upon the ruins of an ancient city where several Barbary lions abide, which it was pretty cool that those were drawn in there. I just want to point that out, and I'm gonna put a tab on that and get back to it. The lions naturally attack Spear because he fucking invaded their lair. That was their home. They did nothing wrong. The lions did nothing wrong. Okay?
I agree. They didn't.
I just want to establish that here. They nearly overwhelm him until the ground breaks beneath him, and it causes them all to descend into an underwater cavern where Spear is able to escape through his walking through the water trick, and goes into an underground cavern, while unfortunately the poor lions, they drown.
I did too.
That hurt. That really hurt me. After escaping those lions, Spear then is attacked by 2 additional lions, and he, well, it's implied that he destroys them. Only to find himself back in the center of the city, and he's surrounded by more of the pack. Which he
and let me say, Scar is looking fit.
Then a giant. Yeah, this is like Scar, what he thought he was, or what he wanted to be, or maybe this was Scar at like his prime, because damn, like this gray black mane lion comes out, he's all buff, he's like, I'm gonna take care of this shit with his one eye.
Be prepared.
Great. He attacks Spear. Yeah. I love that. Yes. He does attack Spear, and he does overpower him until Spear is able to find a nearby spear from a skeleton and uses it, unfortunately, to impale the lion through its mouth, killing it. The very sad lions retreat. Spear hears another distant roar, and so leaving his spear behind, he follows after it. I just want to make a point about this, okay? So these lions are it seemed to me they're representative artistically of Barbary lions, which were once upon a time found in northern part of Africa and are now extinct because they were hunted to death. So this whole episode is so coated in man killing lion that's just trying to live its life really bothered me, especially because it's like an extinct species that's very much extinct because of human activity. Like I love Spear, but like holy crap, he's a monster. He just stumbles into their home. Like they're reacting completely naturally, defending their home. I was definitely on their side here. I felt a little offended on the lion's behalf when he was able to destroy so many of them. And I stand Spear usually.
Spear's advocate, like he was just wandering through very like not coherent, so they attacked him first.
Yeah, but you're expecting a wild animal to know the difference.
But he wasn't the aggressor at first.
Yeah, he's clearly like he's just wandering. Like there's
No
there's
thoughts,
not a
head
lot
empty.
of semblance of our Spear there, and it's a little traumatic
wasn't.
watching it. Like I was not happy with this episode. It just upset me, and I don't know how much more body horror I can take. You guys know how I feel about the body horror.
Yeah. It's pushing all of my buttons, but it's been doing that for a minute, and I'll get to that
exposed brain.
But,
and Steven's icon is killing me right
I
now.
don't like that.
Steven, did you do that on purpose, knowing what this episode was going to be?
It was always a wonderful coincidence.
That's been his icon for a while. It's been his icon for a while. I popped in and seen it.
But yeah, I
actually want to start with yeah. Go ahead, Sketch. I want to hear your thoughts, and then I want to hear Lasers because I feel like they'll be really good opposing viewpoints.
Like when he was getting torn up by the thorns and it got into his brain matter. I'm like, oh no, he lost a little brain matter there. Oh, it's first of all, okay, I know he's a zombie, but it's like he healed because he's constantly getting impaled and has no holes. It doesn't make sense. It's magic. We don't have to explain crap. So, gosh, that sequence where he sees
upsetting.
like himself.
It's so upsetting.
Sees himself and then he touches. He's like, oh, careful, that's pointy. And then he just witnesses the burning of the skin. He's like, oh, this is horrifying. This is so unpleasant to look at. But the lion fight where Spear became the new Lion King, I guess. Even though I will say, he wasn't the aggressor at first, still, he shouldn't have been there. If I have two pieces of advice for Spear. One, keep the spear. What are you doing? Take the spear with you. And two, stop following roars, you moron. Nothing good comes from following the roar.
I would add a third one. I'd add a third one.
Please.
Wrap up your head, my dude.
I don't want to look at that.
Cover that.
I don't want to look at that. And look, Gendy, I know you're an ass man, but this is ridiculous. Lot of spear
butt in that episode.
Lot of spear butt.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of unnecessary spear butt.
So all right, so I think it's really well done. It's really well done. The sound design, the animations, also the way that Spear's slack-jawed emotions as a zombie, like he's such a zombie and is great in the way he moves there's just so many layers to it, and Primal was always good at showing so much through expression, and it still is. Like all the leopards in the previous episode, which by the way, the one leopard is like, what's Muscle Man doing here? Dude looks like Muscle Man, all leopard up though. But like the general facial look and the
Leopard up, Muscle
leoparded
Man.
up, like scaly Muscle Man. I'm not entirely sure if they're leopards or like people, but I went with leopard. I think they were suffering leprosy, and in vaguely Africa where we seem to be, but it's definitely interesting stuff. And what I've read of the season, I actually, even though I have access to more episodes, I haven't watched past this point yet. But I know that the theme of the season, based on what Gendy has said, is finding humanity after death. So that's Spear's journey right now. He's taken the long way because these first two episodes,
what a weird theme.
Like, this man has suffered so much, and you bring him back to life as a weapon of vengeance, and then he's just left to wander with vague, very vague memory.
Yeah.
No wonder his brain doesn't work. It's partially exposed. I mean, it still wouldn't work even if it was covered, but it's upsetting. It really is upsetting. I want to believe
upsetting. I absolutely
this is all going somewhere, and ultimately it's going to pay off. But it's rough watching Spear go through all of this. It's unpleasant, but maybe that's the point. But it's certainly an entertaining experience. It's still pretty painful to watch, though. It's the pure brutality of previous seasons of Primal is definitely still there, but now it's got even a much sadder sense to it. Because he's a zombie. He's just, what is he doing? Let the man rest.
Let the man die.
He had a really hard life, and he did enough good. He deserves.
Yeah.
Laser, let's tag you in.
Oh boy. So I have a lot of baggage because I just watched the whole show in 2 weeks. But for this particular episode, I don't understand the point of any of this. Nothing happened. Spear suffered. Doesn't really know if he even could be said to have been suffered. He doesn't appear to be fully cognizant, as he just kind of wanders around and has bad things happen to him. I don't understand what is going on here. Why are we being subjected to this? I don't get it. It's just wallowing in misery as far as I can tell.
That's a fair observation. Was there anything you liked?
If I pull whole, I like the good moments. I like the characters. But if I'm looking at this specific episode, I can't really say that I did. Because there was nothing happened. The previous episode, there was at least that whole community. And that was neat. That was nice to see. Like, okay, there's still some semblance of people who are trying to do good in this world. But, that this episode, he just wanders around and nothing happens, and he has weird visions, and bad people die, and he kills things, and it's not even the entertaining, like, oh, Spear went on a rampage screaming at people. He's just kind of muddling through.
Things happen
and things
to Spear.
die.
the episode.
Yes. That's kind of this episode is just I don't really understand why this episode had to happen. You could do a segment of this and go from point A to point B and make this work, but as a whole episode, I just kind of
Feels
feel like the
pretty
audience's time has
aimless.
been wasted. Yeah. And I'm sure that's the point. He's a zombie. What's he gonna do? And that's not a bad point to make, but this has been overmade.
That's fair. I really hope that the third episode goes in a different direction.
Steven, do you have any thoughts about Laser's point or about this episode of Primal in general?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. I wouldn't say. I mean, I get from both your perspectives that it's a little like violent and everything, but I think from what they're trying to do, they're trying to basically say, the seatbelt's unbuckled, everything's, is going full force in it. He's dead. There's nothing you can do now, right? You can do whatever you want now, almost to the effect of him getting eaten and everything else, what they couldn't do because there were stakes into it, right? Now there's no stakes. His only one goal is to find Fang, right? And these stakes, he's got a goal and that's it. He's going to find his goal no matter what he's going to do, because there's probably going to be an epic fight at the end. Fang's going to say, wait a minute, you're not, Spear. And Spear's like, oh, mom or something or whatever. And I want to say I do trust the process that it's going through. It does feel weird because we did have that closure in the second season of, okay, he's dead. He's died. He went out a hero and everything. Now it's like, it's kind of like, they had the door open to choose another protagonist, which they could have. They had all this stuff. It's entertaining. It's, fun. I love the giant fly and his like weird
that
vision
was
that
good
he was
stuff.
having all that, because that was like, yeah, that giant fly. Waiter, there's a fly in my cartoon. It's fun, right? And they can play with it a lot more because Fang's like going through some stuff that he's not going through. Having like the zombie, the spellcaster, the shaman die and releasing him from his, from his curse or whatever that he had, just to have him march on this lonely quest. It brings it back to that. I almost want to say they thought they did too much in season 2, and they want to bring it back home to this unfiltered, raw version of Spear. And I wouldn't say, I don't know where it's going, because technically I don't know where it's going, but it is cool, but there is something that hopefully something comes around this narrative that shows this path that it's going to. Otherwise, it's just another show that they can flex what they can do with their talent and with their artistry, which is amazing.
Paul, that's your cue. Paul.
No, I'm here. Sorry,
First of
I
all-
was fixing things with the stream.
Thank you for fixing the stream.
You're welcome. Sorry, I can't do 50 things at once. I'm sorry. I don't really have too much more to add. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm watching Primal. I'm kind of just like, what's the point of this again?
Hey, that's my
That's a
feeling.
fair
What's
point.
the point? It's
By the way,
the end of the
I'm
sphere.
still like amazed.
Well
Ah!
done, sir. We love it.
No.
Love
See,
it.
what you don't realize, Sketch,
Oh, that's
is
good.
this is going to be
Good.
like, Jason goes to space, where like we have to reinvent Spear. So now he's going to go to space and be in this like tech armor and then be alive somehow.
Spear X?
There you go. You got it. Yes.
I mean, I've gotten other things in here, but I've been too slow to react. My brain's going, uh-oh.
See, Jason X, Spear X. There you go.
Yes, that was the joke.
I try. Thank you. That's why I'm here. But yeah, I don't know.
You are
I feel
not
like
alone in being
by the
confused.
time we get to the end of whatever this season's going to be, I almost feel like by the time we get to the end of this like season, there's going to be nothing left of Spear.
I do wonder about regenerative power, though.
That is
Except
kind of a feel I
he
have as
doesn't seem
well.
to regrow the skin over his freaking
Well,
brain.
you never know.
Well, he's missing a hunk
yeah,
of skull
yeah,
too.
he is.
But his brain looks
No.
perfect.
Okay.
Let's not
think too hard about his brain.
I just don't. I just. It's just funny to me that he's supposed to be decaying zombie, but then like in episode 1, they slice off a part of his head. You see his brain exposed, and you're like,
Oh my
that
god.
brain shouldn't look like that. Like that doesn't make any sense. But okay.
Yeah, considering
So-
the fact he's been dead for however long, his
But yeah.
brain should not look that nice. There should be no brain.
There should
I
be
don't know
no
about
brain.
that. I mean, he's still got skin,
There should be no
so
brain.
he's not down to bones yet. We have no idea how long.
I
it
do
has
do
been.
wonder though. Maybe
It feels like it's been a significant amount of years,
true.
but maybe not as long as we think. Because it's never been that clear. I mean,
Maybe.
stuff in the second season of Primal really threw out the "this is happening in prehistoric times" thing out the window.
Yeah, this is definitely post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
That
they-
episode. Oof.
They don't give a fuck about anything. They're like anachronisms. Here we come.
If that's
bring them
pulpy,
all
let's
on.
do it.
I mean, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, given that one episode in season 2, I feel like we're in a post-apocalypse.
entirely possible.
I think that was brought up during
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
it was.
season discussions. I feel like that was something that was brought up then. I do want to mention a comment in the live chat from Mr. AJ Tibb. Primal as a whole is a piece of art, and just like all art, some people can gain enjoyment from it, and some people are like, why the fuck am I looking at a naked man's marble balls? Unfortunately, I'm the latter in this case.
I'm right there with you, but I agree. And yes, this is definitely clearly the show is for some people and it's not for others, and that's not a bad thing. It's not necessarily my favorite thing, but I think it's well made.
I just want him to put his brain away, man. Just
I think the
Get a
first
brain cover,
season
man.
was a good example of something that's definitely violent, but is more approachable to like everybody. The second season, not as much, and this season, I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I don't know about that first season. The dinosaur that gets sick. I don't know that I'd want
I don't mean like
just
show it to
anybody
kids.
watch
I mean,
that.
like... Also, that was the episode where we knew zombification was a thing in this universe, and I'm a little
That's
perplexed as to
That's
why
true.
that didn't really have any correlation with zombie spear. But I guess a shaman bringing you back to life is good as anything else.
Well, that was like a
Yeah,
zombie
yeah.
plague. This is definitely magic. So, the same result, different cause.
Maybe it's a finite, infinite thing, right? Because a zombie plague can like decay your
True.
body over a certain, length of time, while the magic can bring you back almost whole, kind of indestructive, kind of Incredible Hulk-like, without a mind.
Yeah,
or
and
some
really,
type
we
of
didn't
soul
want him
help you.
to have the zombie plague because that was awful. Totally decaying, nasty. It was really unpleasant.
It was. I couldn't watch the whole screen on that one, and that's still
I'm
a reason
surprised
for
you
me.
survived the melting scene in this episode.
Ugh.
Because, ugh.
It's not about having violent, gruesome things happen.
Right.
It's about
That's
how much
fair.
it dwells on
That's
it.
fair. So,
Like, I can handle crazy
True.
shit. I like Hellsing Ultimate, for God's sake.
so just moments that I really quite liked in this episode when he's running from the sandworm and he's like, he's moving on all fours, but he's still a zombie, so he's kind of lumbering around. That was great. And the thing about the fly, like the fly things, is just like, oh, this is trippy. But I feel like that's like, because he always has flies around him because he's a decaying corpse. So the flies are constantly flying around him. So I feel like that's just his mind interpreting constant fly noise. That's my headcanon.
That actually makes that's not a bad interpretation. I feel like they've made a lot of scenes where he's trying to remember and there's just
Yeah.
a lot of haze.
He's
I don't
far
think
from
he's
fully there, but he's
yet.
piecing it together a little bit. But I cannot
He's
stress this
getting
enough.
there. He's getting there.
Stop following every roar you hear, you madman. It's a bad idea.
Yeah. Okay. Series wide. Spear. Gosh darn it! Comment. Why do you investigate things and go, huh, that looks dangerous, let's sit and watch it? No,
It's
get out of
true.
there!
He-
You dumb. Oh, hey, here's a witch's coven. Let's watch them do horrible things. Oh, they're doing horrible things. Let's keep watching.
I kind of forgot about
No!
that.
Get out of
regarding
there!
Spear. He's
Dumb.
a curious guy.
He is, and that's what gives him. If I'm going to give the show a lot of credit, it's going to be the characterizations like that.
Yeah, unfortunately,
enjoy
we're
that
not
side.
seeing much of that right now, except for he's constantly
No, 'cause
curious.
he's not
because
there.
he doesn't have a thought in his head,
Yes.
and he just stares down everything like, like in the first episode when he
Yeah,
gets
he's
eaten by
the,
the crocodile, and then he's like, "Wait a minute, this is bad." Rips out the tongue. I was like, "Yeah, there we go."
He's a living embodiment or unliving embodiment of the meme where it goes, oh. That's what he is right
He's
now.
also the
He just
living
doesn't
embodiment of
understand
F
anything.
around and find out.
That also, yes.
Yeah, but I really hope the third episode goes in a different direction from Spear just wandering and having things happen to him. Even though that kind of is a summary of the first season when you think about it. But it's
definitely season one. But season one, at least
doesn't
he
really
had
have
agency.
agency here, and it's unpleasant. But it looks darn good.
Oh, the animation quality is absolutely through the sky.
Okay, well, that was Primal, and oh boy, these episodes of Bleach. 33 Gate of the Sun and 34 Baby Hold Your Hand, and it wasn't until the end of that episode that I understood the episode title. And these are the 399th and 400th episode of Bleach, respectively. Sure doesn't feel like a
happy 400 episodes,
episode
Bleach.
to me, but no.
Well, they're not doing it for that reason at this
I'm
point.
going to try to speed run these. Because frankly, a lot of it is just difficult to explain.
That is fair at this point in the story. There is a lot of what was that?
Yeah. So Gate of the Sun. So now in the newly rebuilt uh, what's the place called again? it was the Royal Palace. Whatever. So I guess his group of people remaining are the Schutzstaffel? Is that the chosen ones? Yeah, those guys.
Yes.
So Baja's like,
Those
well, the
guys.
Soul Reapers are here. Let's go give them a warm welcome. Uh, and this is actually really hilarious. So Mayuri, creepy Mayuri, wanted to show up at a different coordinate than the rest of the people that went through the gate. And yeah, but the really funny thing
funny.
is Kenpachi ends up going with him just because he decided to go to the bathroom and therefore was late and was gonna miss it, but he got into Mayuri's gate instead. And poor little Hanataro decided to go to the bathroom at the same time, and that's why he's here too. He
Oh,
really
boy.
wishes he
Doesn't want to be there.
did not go to
He
the
does
bathroom
not.
when he did.
The worst time to
It's just
go pee.
That's just so amusing to me. And of course, Nemu's there, just being there with creepy Mayuri, and Yumichika and Ikaku are also there with their captain Kenpachi, and they're off on their own, and the defectors among the Quincy's, Basby, Loto, and Giselle, are gonna go. They say they're gonna go fight Yuabaha and Haswa. Okay, sure you are. Sure you are. And the big group of Soul Reapers that are strolling
They're
through
gonna
town are
try.
getting picked off one by one by the sniper guy. They're like, ha ha ha, you can't possibly dodge. Yeah, whatever, buddy. You're cheesing it and you know it. You know it. And elsewhere, Ichigo's group runs into Askin. This guy. We love this guy. Askin. He's asking for an ass whooping.
Wait,
I
I was gonna
Ask him
make a
for
joke.
something.
Yeah.
He definitely is an
And
Askin.
Grimjaw goes off on his own and
We love
starts
puns.
attacking Askin. And Askin's all like, wait. We both want to defeat Kurosaki. Why don't we team up? This guy. But Grimjaw's like, nah. But and he chases him
Gotta love
around
it.
like a Scooby-Doo montage.
We needed a little bit of humor for a second.
We did, and that is something
Here
that
and-
Bleach will at least give us here and there.
Right before it crushes your soul.
Well, but it's
Yeah.
at least there.
Yeah, it was.
No,
it was.
Askin
There
thinks
were
he's
some
gotten
funny
away
moments
from
in this
Grimjaw. I was
episode.
like, nope.
Yes.
Nope, he's right there. But this guy Askin, again with his tricks, he ends up paralyzing Grimjaw. Great. But then Ichigo shows up. Yay! But we won't see the rest of that for a while, I guess. Meanwhile, Uryus fights Renji. And they show off all their fancy powers.
An anime original, because this was not in the manga. I've been told this was not in the manga, so this is completely a whole new fight.
A really good fight until the end.
Oh yeah, no, I actually love this fight, and I think it gives subtle
Renji
hints to
showing
what's
off
to
what
come.
his new Zanpakuto can do. Dang, man. Crazy stuff. Uses his Bankai. But, of course, Uryu seems like he's losing until he doesn't. And activates his Volstern Dig.
Oh no, something new
right?
and different from Bleach. Something
These
new and
Quincy's are
different.
ridiculous, man. You just...
They are absolutely ridiculous. That as I think that's Kubo's intended humor. Is these Quincy's are dumb, but it doesn't
Yeah,
always
it gets tiresome.
work. It does. I will completely agree with that. I definitely enjoy Thousand Year Blood War, but I enjoy it because it bounces all over the place. But it does absolutely. I think it leans a little darker than it needs to, because I think that this just gets.
In this
overdone.
fight, to sum it up, Uryu fires a whole lot of arrows. Renji swings his sword. And it's cool. It's really cool looking. It's a great looking fight. It's fairly climactic. And then, man, Renji just gets wrecked. Like, I do love is like his Bankai fails and he's like, nope, I got another one in me. And he does it like a not completely formed one, like it's still bones as his last stand. Very cool, Renji. Very cool. But it wasn't enough, because Uryu shoots him through the chest. And all the while are like, I think Kurosaki's rubbing off on you. You held back. Ugh. Bro, come on. Even if it's true, you don't have to rub it in. So yeah, that's in summary, $3.99. And then 400. Oh baby. Oh, this is gonna be hard to explain. Yeah.
Oh, this is hard? I'm sorry, you didn't think Renji getting defeated by fucking Oreo was difficult? Because that was pretty...
Well,
am
I mean,
struggling
I
to
don't
swallow
agree with that
I'm
outcome,
really
but at least I can, like,
swallowing.
understand?
No, I can't. There is no universe in which Ureo could beat Renji. None.
When he's
Like-
got all his powers unlocked like that through this thing,
Let
it
me-
makes sense to me, but
let
it's
me phrase it
annoying. Keep in mind, he
differently.
already
like,
beat...
oh,
He already
coded
beat...
Let me
powers.
phrase it differently.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
beat the Squad Zero
Uryu's
lady. So
power
he's...
is not well explained, and that makes it slightly more okay than whatever the hell Creepy Mayuri did in this episode. Because he explains it.
Here, to
but
sum it up,
hell if I can, like, unpack all of that.
He
I'd love to see you
he
try.
did a thing.
I'll sum it up. Uryu is an
Yes,
asshole.
try.
but
There,
Well,
I mean,
yes.
you're not wrong about that. You're not... And,
No,
and,
that's-
and that is not even new. That's always been the case.
I want to just leave
But-
him in a box with Yukio and just let them just by themselves.
I think Uryu would be especially annoyed
Dang.
because he sounds like Ichigo. Maybe they'll
Yes.
kill each other. Maybe they'll unalive each other.
I will say this. You give me the battle between the two, I'm totally siding
Jeez.
with Uryu every time. Between those two.
Oh, that's nice
But-
of you. I'm just hoping it's a mutually assured destruction
Right,
situation right
right.
now.
I mean,
Even
I wouldn't say
knowing-
no to that.
I know that they're not both evil, but they're both bad and annoying.
I mean, that's fair.
So-
That's completely fair. You're not wrong about that.
Anyway, yes, on to episode 400. Baby, hold your hand. Sketch. I'll
Hold
give it
my
back
hand.
to you.
Once again, Baz B is all like, I'm gonna go defeat Yubaha and Gigi, and Lil Tojo was like, yep. That's where we're going.
Their confidence. I'm really impressed. by
Another
their confidence,
delightful
to be
bit of
honest.
levity. When Creepy Mayuri and Kenpachi roll up on Pernita Parkgijas. I think I said that right. Pernita, that's the important part.
Just sneeze. Pernita sneeze.
No, that's Haspel.
Chew.
Gesundheit. So Pernita's been this like
Sorry.
little
Bless you.
creepy figure that's been here for a while. and we're finally getting to see like what its whole deal is, and it is not at all. I don't know what I expected, but not at all this. Not at all this. But this delightful bit of levity where Creepy Mayuri and Kenpachi are rolling up on Pernita, and Kenpachi is like, "What is that thing?" And Creepy Mayuri's like, "Now, are you just talking to yourself, or are you seriously asking me what this thing that neither of us has ever seen is?" And they just keep repeating this bit, and I love it. I love this.
Oh no, that is one of the best scenes in this episode. I
They
love it.
just like each other so much, and their mutual antipathy is hilarious.
It's really good. So Kenpachi, being Kenpachi, decides, I'm going to shoot first and
God.
don't worry about the questions. So he slashes at Pernita, and he steps back, and his arm is all like twisted and messed up. And he's like, well, I lost an arm, but it's just an arm. But I took out that thing's head. And then he realizes that his arm is still twisting. It's about to twist the rest of his body. So he just rips his whole arm off. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh my
Wait a
god.
minute. I have to interject. I have to use the line. Is it just a flesh wound?
Technically.
This episode gave me like
It was
a lot
very
of anxiety,
disturbing.
man. That went from
Are
funny
you saying it
to
was
disturbing so
unnerving?
quickly. So quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I think I am.
Pernita's powers has
I
to
am.
do with affecting the nerves. Like it can transplant its nervous system into somebody else or something else. Like you can even travel through the ground, which is ridiculous, but whatever. So Kenpachi rips off his own arm to keep it from spreading, but then he decides to take another swing at it. And Creepy Mayuri's like, no, let's not do that again. And as Kenpachi's about to slash into Pernita again, Creepy Mayuri stabs him in the back, literally. But okay, it's okay. It's just an anesthetic. It's just going to paralyze him. He is trying to save him. Also, he's trying to save his test subject, but you know.
Yeah. The two things be true at once.
I'm gonna hope and dearly that he's gonna build him a new arm too, and that they're gonna all come out of this alive.
Oh yeah, Kenpachi with a new arm. That would be sick. That would be sick.
Yes. Yeah, that's already in my head canon.
Do that. Like totally do that. Not even a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole time Pernita's looked like this little thing with like a big head, and like it's making like squeaky noises, and then the reveal that it was Master Hand.
It's well, we already had Crazy. I think this is Crazy Hand. We already had Master Hand.
This is Crazy Hand. Anyway, he is voiced by Sandra Mobus, so that is Master Hand / Crazy Hand. But really, it's the left hand of the Soul King.
Oh my God. And
when Creepy Mayuri finds this out, he's like, ooh, this is really interesting. I'm overjoyed. This guy is such a guy.
He is a guy that exists.
I like how their lieutenants are like, yep, it's rough being their lieutenant. They don't let us get in on the action. We just sit by the wayside and don't do anything. It's a bonding moment. But oh boy, yeah. To his credit, Creepy Mayuri pulls off some pretty sweet moves in this. He's got the go-go gadget arm that he can use to sling around. That's pretty neat. I mean, clearly
love that.
he can make a robot
Goku
arm,
gets an
so
arm.
we're good. Kenpachi gonna get a robot arm. We're gonna will that into existence, even though the story's already written. But technically, the final season isn't out yet, and they could write it in if it's not there. They could do it. I believe in them. There's this whole exchange where Perdita's like, "I have a name." It's like, I do appreciate the levity, but as Creepy Mayuri, I must give him his proper title, as he is trying to figure out how to fight this thing, the left arm of the Soul King, who, like the right arm that was in contract with Ukitake, clearly has something going on. I was like, the observation was like, and it's one eye. Well, it's kind of hard to say whether or not that's one eye. It's like one eye with two pupils. Is that right? Pupils? So irises? I can't. Of all the things I can't think of, what's that part of the eye called?
I was just thinking, how crazy would it be if
Clara?
Kenpachi's new arm is off
know,
of
that would be
Ponyta's
pretty
like
cool.
severed finger?
Oh yeah, he does sever a finger, and it's like, this is some like preservation fluid. Oh, I know it stings a bit. It's
This is so upsetting
It's
to
like
me.
writhing in pain, and also
I'm
what the
just
heck?
upset.
He throws a little guy, and that's what chops the finger off. It's like, what? And the guy screams. It's creepy Mayuri. He's so creepy.
Don't you need to root for creepy Mayuri here? I'm just, in case you forgot, that's
the good guy.
for
The
lack
good
of a better
guy.
term,
I
good guy in
am
this
rooting for him,
situation.
but
He's a
his
good guy,
methods
technically.
are so unpleasant. so
And completely
so
called for
unpleasant.
in this case.
So he
At least they put him up against. They always do this. He's always put up against someone where it's like, well, at least that guy's worse. So you know what? You go at it, Mayuri. I hate you, but I hate that guy more. Go screw him. He's like the Vegeta of Bleach. You don't like him because he's killed all those people, but you know what? That Frieza guy's worse.
I don't actually hate creepy Mayuri. He is just a source of fascination for me.
I mean, that's fair. That's completely
He's
fair.
he's such a conversation starter. He's so fucking weird.
finally-
Like, I'm really glad he's there. Because
He's
otherwise,
weird
who
and
would
finally
he call
blew up his
creepy
armor.
Mayuri?
which is a shame. I mean, his glow up is gone.
He wanted to show how much of a good
Yeah, I
person
mean-
he is. Don't they understand?
I gotta say, the shiny armor was like a source of amusement for me for the
Oh,
past.
I
like,
love that
10
shiny
episodes.
armor.
Because it was just so weird. He's just walking around like blazing away, like, oh, this is how I keep all these Quincy's from coming at me. It was pretty.
I am such a
amusing.
good person. Look at my magnificent luminescence.
Oh, you actually are pretty
Mayuri.
close to imitating him.
He's
I
definitely
like
my
that.
God.
farming.
Well
in
done.
a sort.
That was pretty good.
In a sort. So once he realizes that that trying to take back a sample is not gonna work so well, it's gonna fight him all the way. He unleashes his newly modified Bonkai, which, remember, like way back in this story arc, way back when Ichigo said, "You make me a new Bonkai," it's like, no, but I can modify your Bonkai. So that's the thing. You can modify your Bonkai, which I suppose Renji also did. So yes, it was.
Reggie's
And this
is cool.
guy's still got the creepy baby, and now it's like a. I don't want to say a baby having a baby, but I mean,
Is pregnant.
It
maybe it's
kind
more
of
like a
is,
Buddha
yeah.
having a baby, but oh man. Also, I hate. I hate that it's always screaming, man.
It is always screaming, yeah.
I mean, what other Bankai would you expect from Creepy Mayuri?
it's
This
true.
is like tailored for him.
It's true.
There's
His
nothing else
Bankai has come
worthy
to
of
term.
his weirdness.
Yeah. So this new baby Bankai
God.
is made of like 70,000 layers of nerves. Like the nerves are on the outside, so even though it's in constant agony, it can't be controlled by the nerves because it'll just strip it away all the so the baby devours Pernita. Okay. That happened. All of that happened, and we witnessed it. Weird 400th episode. But then
Very
now
strange.
the episode title makes sense,
But
right?
that's
Baby,
what they do.
Hold your hand. I get it. I get it.
I see what they did there.
The
yeah,
episode
yeah.
titles don't always make sense. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
like it,
yeah.
but I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so other than the amusement of Creepy Mayuri, Kuro, did you like anything about the episode?
My God, why did you pick me first? Why? Okay, so yes, he amuses me and I appreciate that. I also appreciated seeing in the previous episode Renji be a badass and serve Urio a little bit. Like this is the frustrating thing for me. Like, I knew as I'm watching that fight, I was like, oh, he's kicking his ass. This is great. And I was like, he's going to lose and I'm going to be really mad about it. But I'm just so frustrated now because I know the outcome of these battles. And I hate that. Like, I don't want to be in this place now. The battle turned out exactly the way I thought it was. And I know that this Creepy Mayuri battle is going to go poorly for him as well. Like, he's doing well now. Sure. He's creepily devouring more Pernita, but that doesn't matter. Pernita can just produce more bits of itself. So, like, this is just going to get more weird and gross. But this is going to end poorly for him as well, because that has been the pattern for all of these. And I'm just, yeah. I did appreciate the humor. I was laughing in both of these episodes for the first time in a while. So I'll give it that. And it broke me out of my Bleach ennui, which was really needed. And I guess it sort of sparked my interest, if for nothing else, then, like, you know, they've injected a little extra element by having, you know, the other characters get together and everything. But I have absolutely no notion that this is going to go any different than it's gone already for the past 33 episodes.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be treading water for the rest of this season. The remaining 6 episodes. Because it can't end.
Yeah.
There is at least one major break from the action still to come.
But is it a break, like, where there's a victory? Because that's what you need. You need to have... I'm just thinking, like, in terms of... And this is a battle shonen, so let's think about other battle shonen where you'll have people lose. Like, Naruto, for example, they have a bunch of people losing in the... What's the one? Pain. A bunch of them were losing against Pain, and then the fucking kid beats a Pain. You know, we needed that. We needed that bit of hope. We had a youngster who was clever and tenacious, showed courage, and managed to win a battle. Then we're like, okay, so this isn't all hopeless, even though the entire village is being destroyed, right? But then you have, like, them, you know, still characters dying, or characters being, you know, losing to different elements. But I'm saying, like, you had some victory here. Nobody is victorious. Nobody's victorious so far. We're at 34 episodes. There's been no victories, and I'm really mad about it. Like, oh wait, there's that one by Kenpachi, and he, like, barely survived that. Barely. He barely survived that. Like, I don't even know how he's like walking around now. Like,
If
he's
victory
fine.
is what you're looking forward to, you have some
Good to
nice
know.
things coming your way.
Okay. Thank you. Because I really need that right now, especially after seeing Renji, who like was giving a well-deserved ass kicking to Urio, and then of course what happened was what happened. So I don't know. Like, as much as I love watching Mayuri do his weird battles with, like, it's like he gets paired up with the weirdest of it. Like, I don't know.
He does.
I don't know.
He does.
I still don't have
would-
enough faith in him being able to win this, because Perdita's
He,
fucking creepy. He out-creeped the creep.
Creepy Mayuri should have fought Askin.
Yeah, there you go. That would actually been
That
funny.
might be
He
asking
would
for
I
too
know,
much.
right? I was like,
he
he'd be
would've
like,
crushed
look, I can
Askin.
adjust like I could adjust the poison in your blood. He's like, oh, this is child's play. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yeah,
I do
I love it when you guys imitate him. Yeah,
Chris Smith has such a
that's
great
that's how I
voice.
feel about that.
I do
Yes.
I did like when Kenpachi's is like, are you complimenting me or insulting me right now? It's like, can't two people? Theoretically could. Yep.
Thank
You
God
need
for
it.
the laughs, because I've been on the
Now
struggle bus.
you're comparing
I
this to the
needed those
pain arc, but
laughs.
really what you should be comparing it to is the final war arc. And even that, even though there was a point where it was like totally desperate, it was never this painful.
This
Yeah, the only
is why I
reason-
warned you guys early on, because I knew it was going to go here.
Pain just came like up in my brain. I wasn't even thinking that. Also, you and I haven't talked about that arc yet, so I was like,
True.
it wasn't as fresh to me. For some reason, Pain was more fresh in my brain. But you do have a good point in terms of the direness of the situation being more comparable. And I'm not necessarily trying to rehash Naruto. I'm using it as an example of how Battle Shonen progresses in these situations, and just Naruto is such a
No, that's
classic.
completely fair.
I feel like I could probably come up with like 5 other Battle Shonen that have similar patterns and use them. This was just the one that came to mind, and for expediency's sake, I feel like everyone gets the reference.
I don't
you
think.
know?
Go ahead, Laser.
Yeah, I mean, I could throw Dragon Ball and be you out of the same. I could throw Dragon Ball and be the same thing. I don't think any other shonen does what Bleach is doing here. I agree with you. I think that makes it stand out, and I kind of like it. But I totally get what you're saying, and I can totally understand why you don't like it. I'm not saying you're wrong for disliking it or anything. But for me, it stands out as a desperate struggle. And I think it's notable in that it is the final battle. This is the last story arc of Bleach. This being the absolute desperate struggle to the end, to me as a final storyline, is pretty satisfying for Bleach, because the stakes are as high as they've ever been. You can't raise them any higher than this. This is a finale, and I love it. But it is definitely... I totally see, though. Like, I see where you're coming from. I'm not trying to say anything bad about your point of view.
Just a little
No, I'm
too
not.
drawn out.
I'm hearing you.
Like we get it. We get it.
I get
it's
it.
gonna get bad. It's gonna get worse. There may be a moment where things look good, and then it's gonna get bad again. But like, if you keep repeating those steps, it just gets monotonous.
Oh, I get it, because that is kind of how I feel about Primal, so I get it. Primal actually gave me a better insight into how you guys are feeling about Bleach, because I don't feel that way about Bleach. But I get it because I see it somewhere else, so I see where you're coming from. I just don't feel... Because Bleach at least varies it up. There's things going on.
I get you.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. It's just my opinion. I'm not forcing it
No,
down.
I know you're not. And
I'm not expecting anyone to feel the way I feel. This is the first time I've been on this podcast being so overtly negative consistently about a series. So,
Well,
and
and
this is
I
one that I
think
really am rooting for the
Mm.
outcome too. That's why it's so hard for me.
I actually totally get it because I tend to be more positive on shows as well, and there are times where I'm like, oh, I don't know about that one. But generally, I have more fun being positive. If I'm enjoying a show, I'm just gonna be like, hey, this is great.
Mm. Okay, Steven, what are your thoughts on these episodes of Bleach?
Yeah, I'm lost. So
That is
yeah,
that is completely fair.
yeah, I'm lost. I mean, I like the action. I mean, I'm a guy, so I like the action. I like what's going on, but man, I'm lost. I don't know. The story lost me. Um, I don't know when. I think the story lost me when the bad guys won, kind of, and took over everything. And it's like, then the Soul King happened. So like, it must have been a lot of stuff in there that were like I missed or something, and I lost it. And then now they built like this bad evil version of the Magic Kingdom, and they're all living in it. And it's like, each one has their own like snowflake area that they all have to like live in and figure out what they're trying to do in it. And it's like it feels like the weirdest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like they just need to go in there and defeat each of the sections until they get to the bad guy, and then they have to defeat him. And it's like, dude, I don't know anymore. I'm just live tweeting it. But I mean, I gotta say, I love the title
Oh
cards.
man, the title
Dude,
cards
they
are
know
so
how to do some really good
Oh,
title cards.
those title cards are great.
It-
The presentation in this whole show, the intros, the endings, the animation, it's all very well made.
Yes,
oh yeah, yeah.
animation is beautiful. Colors, the
I can't go back to the original
music.
show anymore.
No, the music, everything in this so far in Thousand Year Blood War, visually and orally, has been just perfect. Like, I
Yeah.
cannot complain about that, and I always think it's important to credit that because animators worked really
Mhm.
hard to make a beautiful product, and they should get credit
It
for it.
Yeah, and it shows in this whole series of what they did from like going back all the way to ending and then ending up here to
Looks
where
completely
it is
different.
now. Yeah, it's totally different. And it's like you're right, Kuro. You give credit where credit is due. They did an amazing job. The story, they lost me like almost like day one, but I don't really care about that. I'm just watching. I'm like, dude, there's some good fights here. That's going on and everything else. And I mean, yeah, that's it. That's basically it. I'm watching it for mostly the quality of the animation and not really the story, which is kind of the same I'm doing for Primal. I mean, I want to get into Bleach, but I mean, that's almost like trying to get into One Piece and you're starting at like, episode 1000. It's like there's no way you kind of know the plot of it. Guy, gets some powers. Now he's like half dead, needs a Soul Reaper, and that's about it. It's like, I think they know what's going on. It's kind of like Power Rangers, but kind of not. So I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I like it for the art.
Yeah, well, and if you're jumping in like that, you being confused is completely understandable. It's heavily
Mhm.
relying on you knowing previous material. It's definitely not doing a good job of explaining itself, and I don't think it intends to. I don't think it's not meant to be a jumping in point. I don't think.
No, it's probably meant for the fans, like the true fans, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna make something that the true fans understand and like. And it's like Bleach is back, and it's fun and everything. It's like I wouldn't say the show's not for me because I watched it before and I understood all of it. I mean, when Ichigo got stuck in a dollhouse, that was kind of lost me for a bit, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on there as well. And so I think there's points where it just loses me because it tries to explain stuff that I'm like not ready for. But it's like, you know what? I'm watching it just because it's on and it looks really cool watching it.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. Yeah.
totally fair. That brings us to Paul. What are your thoughts? Mm-hmm.
Renji got screwed. How dare you only do one episode with Renji and that beautiful new Bankai he has? Why do they have to rush things? I also I'm a little curious as why Uryu thinks that he was holding back, because I'm sitting there thinking to myself, dude, if that's holding
He
back,
didn't go for the kill shot.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, because dude had like blown up like almost a city block at that point, and like everything's like smoldering hot around you. And because you're in what did we call it last time? Yuabaha's castle.
Eureka's castle. Eureka's
Yeah.
castle.
Yuabaha's castle. It's just funny to me that like he just keeps getting like some kind of power up. It's like, all right, are we really doing this? By the way, you didn't kill him. Yeah, you shot him you shot him basically through and through, but you didn't kill him. So
Yeah.
really, aren't you holding back?
Yes, and I think that's
on purpose.
Says a lot. Oh, I think so.
That's on purpose. That is definitely on
I
purpose.
think this is a read. I think that moment is meant to be a giant signpost of what's to come.
By the way, I'm curious as to, and maybe I think I brought this up before. What the hell is going on with Uebaha's number one there? Or should I say his previous number one, because Uryu is his number one now.
Ashwolf.
Yeah, because he's just like, it seems like he's just standing there observing, and he's plotting something. And again, I'm just sitting here going, I'm like, what's going on here? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to take Uebaha somehow? And like, it's just weird. Just very weird. So, yeah, I was not happy about Renji getting fucked over. Though I will say I love his new Bankai. And
Yeah, me too.
It's great.
By the way, if that is how powerful his Bankai is, I can't wait to see what Rukia pulls out. Because
she just breathed a little bit of hers, so we know it's gonna be badass.
Oh yes.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see what that does.
And if she loses, I'm gonna be so angry. Like, you don't even know. I'm gonna rant and rave. Like, if she loses her own battle against whatever the fuck battle she's coming up against, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed.
And
I can't. You guys, she better win.
I know we're not going to see Ichigo's until probably the next season, but I can't wait to see his Bankai as well, because I feel like that's just going to be awesome as well. I feel so bad for Kapachi. Oh my god. Like, dude gets healed up. He comes back. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna just like slice everybody up and be my normal self. And dude just gets incapacitated. I'm like, how can Bleach fuck over a really good character even more? It's like, oh my god, can we not do this, please? Like, please. So, yeah, I'm I wasn't happy about that, though. And then I'm like, so your Bankai turns into a golden baby and swallows the Quincy, and it's all over?
I guess. Or not.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that, but I'm like, okay. All right. I guess. I guess, like, what? I don't know what to say to that. Like, okay. I mean, it makes sense. He's creepy, so it makes sense that would be the outcome. But yeah.
I need him to get another headpiece immediately.
I love how, like,
look at that. whenever whatever kind of head thing he's
Yeah.
got going on.
I
I don't like it.
I also love how stupid Grimjow is. Like, dude, you do not like when somebody throws something at you, you dodge it. You don't fucking swipe at it. Like, are you really that stupid? Like, oh my god, dude. Like, this dude was clearly baiting you. But he's gonna
Grimjaw's
have
not
to-
the sharpest in the shed.
Mm-mm.
He's not the
No,
brightest
really
crayon.
not.
No, not at all. And I really just want Ichigo to kill that Quincy because I just that one has been stupid for way too long now, and I'm like, I thought the court guard,
Squad
Squad-
Zero.
what is it,
Squad
Squad
Zero
one?
should have took out that guy.
Squad one?
This is ridiculous.
Squad Zero.
Squad Zero. I'm sorry. So Squad Zero, I thought was
Yeah,
going
I
to
agree
take
with
him
that.
out,
That's
and
what
then
that's
well, actually, no, wait. I'm sorry, they did take him out, and then
he got
Uebaha
magically
just basically-
reincarnated.
yeah. So I was just.
They got Phoenix downed, and it was very
Yeah.
confusing.
Oh my god.
They did
See
that.
what you did there.
So-
And they seem
You're
to be able
welcome.
to do that whenever it's convenient.
They sure do.
Hmm. By the way, I want to shoot that sniper guy in the face
Oh man,
Yeah, that
Over.
was icky.
and over.
I'm looking forward to
And
the
over
new head
again.
captain fighting that guy.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm that dude is just I don't know. Like, are you really that? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be real for a minute. Are you that really much of a
Yes,
pussy that you
yes,
have to
he is.
hide somewhere and shoot people? Yeah. And then you got Thor. You got Thor basically running around like, "Hey, I'm over here," and everybody's
Rightfully
like, "Yeah, we
so.
don't
You
care."
should pay no attention to Dime Store Thor.
Nope.
Hemu Thor.
No, but Dime Store Thor rhymes.
You dime stored him. You didn't even dollar store him. You
Ah.
dime stored him. I love the shade.
I suppose there is no
I
such
see what
thing
you
as
did
a
there, then. I
dimes.
see what you did there.
Yeah.
I get your point, and it's
I
beautiful.
really don't like. Why is that guy? Why are any of them here? I don't like any of
Thank
these
you. Yes.
leftover. Hasfault's okay, I guess.
Yeah, and by the way, like,
Hash
what are
Fault's
they supposed to?
interesting.
How are they supposed to like create this new empire of Quincy's? Like, there's 5 dudes. Do you guys know nothing about genetics?
I thought
that ain't gonna work, guys.
I thought
It
maybe
ain't- it doesn't
Pernita
fucking work that way.
was a woman, but Pernita is a
Nope, it's
hand.
an it. It's not even
Bernina's
a
very
they,
handy,
it's an it.
but yes.
It's an it.
I get the reference. Handy.
You get the hand job.
I'm glad somebody got it.
You guys, we've been killing it with the puns today. I'm loving it.
I know,
The hand
I
job
know.
is a little bit on the a little.
little-
Yeah, let's just
Oh,
leave
nice.
that one alone.
You mean
They're
like
all about-
Uebaha's castle?
But that's funny.
that
that's
one's
that's a
actually
good
good.
reference.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
They're all as about as dumb as Yukio about family genetics.
Ugh.
You know what?
Ugh.
You know what the problem is for me? Like, I thought when they brought what's his fuck back, the hot one, that we'd get some action. No, he's like sitting in a chair bound, and they just left him there, and now we gotta wait. I don't know how much longer until I get to see him again, because that was like a little bright spot for me. Now I'm like, okay, now we're back to this shit.
Yeah, that was a bright spot, all right. Yeah.
It was a spot. I don't know if it's
But
a
that-
bright one, but it's a spot, all right.
No, that was more like we couldn't hear Kuro after a while because she kept drooling on her mic.
I don't drool. I'm too classy for that. I
Bullshit.
was just appreciating Aizen and his eye patch and his sexiness. And also, like, for the record, how desperate has this show gotten for me that I'm like, oh, Aizen's looking pretty good right now.
That's pretty bad, I ain't gonna lie.
I was gonna say, Kuro, is there
mean-
something you want to tell us?
What about Kenpachi,
I
man?
don't know
What
anymore,
about
man. I'm just
Kenpachi?
not sure. I'm confused. It's not my style. It's too brute force. It's a little. I need more finesse. I love Kenpachi though. I'm really upset he lost
get
his
that
arm. I don't
robot
want
arm.
to talk about it. And traumatized. I don't want to talk about. I just want him to come back with his new arm.
Give him the go gadget arm. Do it.
Just come back with your new arm.
Go,
Why
gadgets, Kenpachi arm!
Why are we not releasing Aizen on this fucker? Like, his greatest dream was to take over in place
Because
of him.
if you
I
let
feel like
Aizen
it can't
go-
be worse. It cannot be worse than
If
what's
you
already
let-
happened.
If you let him loose, he's going to take over, and yeah, the world will exist, maybe, if he wins. But if he wins, what are you going to do
Lesser
about
of
him?
two evils at this point.
I don't think we're quite at that level of desperation yet.
I'm at that level. That's what I'm saying. I'm there. That's where I've reached.
We've still got an
Oh,
Ichigo out
we're
there.
We're gonna
Sure,
put all our
sure.
hopes on the teenager.
On the
Who's been
Ichigo
the,
Jesus.
I mean, I agree, but and then if you look at the fact that he's been their like shining star for how long now,
More like their
and
rolling
he's
Yeah.
there
star.
fighting, so it's not like
Like 3 main arcs and like 50 not real arcs.
well, yes, and they clearly didn't want to force him to be there, but he's there. So power to the show on that one. By the way, they made a point when he's there, like we didn't want to force you to get involved because you're a kid. And he's like, shut up, I'm fighting. Oh, okay. And that's about as much as they
could've tried
did,
a
but,
little harder.
I better be rewarded with the date night between Ichigo and Orihime. Like, I need something from this that's cute and adorable.
No,
Okay.
they'll never date. They'll never date.
I know what
They
I
just skip
need. I'm just
straight to
expressing
marriage.
my needs. You know what? Then I need to see that episode, okay? I'm
Just
going to need that
skip straight
episode.
to marriage. Yeah. All right. Well, that's enough Bleach. And boy, we've already talked a lot, but we still got to talk about Mashle.
oh boy.
We're going to end on a high note, you guys. Let's do this. And as happy as I am with the narrator breaking the fourth wall last episode, he did it again. Thank you. He's Mash's biggest fan. We're really happy to see that. We have something in common. We also solved the mystery of how Mash is in the air.
He's doing the thing
He's
again.
frantically kicking. He's just kicking.
Mash is flying
very
in the
fast.
sky. I can kick twice as high.
So back to our Innocent Zero fight. He steals Wahlberg's spatial magic and tests it on a nearby mountain, obliterating it essentially. But he's glitching like Pokemon Go does during an event. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
I do.
Yeah. But he takes a few punches from Mash, pretty much like a champ. There's something unnatural happening here. Overusing Wahlberg's vast magical power exceeds his capacity, and it starts to affect his body physically, which Wahlberg realizes. And he also comes to the conclusion that Innocent is seeking an immortal body. Oh my god, I could have told you that like 2 episodes ago. I was totally coded. But anyway, he was seeking an immortal body that can withstand multiple stolen powers without breaking down. Because clearly he's got these abilities. I mean, he was only using like the 2 on Wahlberg, but the implication is he's stealing magical powers from powerful magic users. I don't know what they call themselves. And then he kind of monologues about the no magics and about Mash and stuff. And I love Mash's response to all of this. He's like, "What? What? What?"
MASH. Classic MASH.
Mash. Mash can only vaguely understand this. It seems that Innocent, he wants to become strong, and it makes him more inclined to fight him. But he definitely clocks correctly that this magic user is a complete wanker. So, unable to fully control his body, Innocent decides to nope out of the situation and teleports away so he can recover. But before he leaves, he casts a massive spell and fuses all the dead bodies of the demons that had been fought by our other heroes into one giant monster and sends it to flatten the arena. Before he takes off, he mocks Mash about taking on the monster, which Mash is like, challenge accepted. With Innocent Zero gone, the students in the arena, they're unfrozen, and of course, they start panicking and trying to flee. Apparently, they're not fully aware of what happened, but they're rescued by the spells of our heroes, who then begin attacking the creature to stave it off. This creature reminds me very much of the Hectonkyre from Greek mythology. I just was looking at that and I was like, let's give him a name. He looks like Hectonkyre. He looks like a titan. The monster, he does. The monster, however, is protected by a magical barrier, and it seems to be the same one which concealed Innocent Zero, the Innocent Zero member who saved Cell, and the same one who Ortur is still searching for. So Lance and Margaret heroically decide to stay behind and fight the beast, while Dot goes off to find the caster protecting the beast. I don't know, like, it was funny when he ran off, it wasn't clear to me if he was doing it because he was scared, or he was doing it because he really thought he could make a difference, but Dot nopes out of there
Come
too.
on, that barrier came out of like nowhere.
Whatever.
That line read was so good.
Yeah.
It really
Look it up
was.
then. Despite the titanic size of the creature, Mash is able to withstand it by holding its chain, so he stops the monster from destroying the arena and eventually is able to drag it backwards by the chain away from the arena. Go Mash! The entire academy, is watching Mash fight to save them, and the students begin to ponder about the value of Mash being magicless and whether it matters or not. Oh, hey, let's have a real moment, guys. It really doesn't fucking matter. And as a result, they all become big Mash fans and are cheering him on. It's actually pretty cute because Amos joins in. I mean, of course, Lemon does because she's a fangirl.
Of course.
Yes. And so Mash succeeds at throwing the monster all the way to the mountain. I'm just gonna like, my personal theory is the power of his friends gave him.
Oh yeah, that's when he locked in
to do it, and it did. He was able to yank that chain, throw it to the mountain, and it exploded. Everyone's celebrating, including Lemon, and she tries to offer Mash a kiss, but he's already started eating his cream puff because he needs a celebratory cream puff.
Which I think Finn gave
I need
him.
a celebratory
It sounded
cream
like
puff.
Finn gave him the cream puff.
I think Finn's understanding
Like,
what matters here. He's a good friend. Yes. And the end, where Wahlberg is being healed, Wahlberg, who was rescued by his friend Rio, he ponders about Mash being the one who is suited to carry on Adam's dream. Yes. I think he's terming it that way, but I don't see Mash in any capacity viewing himself as carrying on a legacy of Noblesse Oblige. He's carrying on a legacy of, I want to protect people. So it is kind of funny that that's the only framework in which Wahlberg can view Mash's capacity to carry on that legacy. But that's fine. Maybe that's all he knows. In any case, yes. Let's start with you, Paul. How'd you like this episode of Mashle?
Hmm.
Really?
Uh,
Mm?
no, I did
Like
like
a
it.
meh.
It was just
Okay, that was like a meh.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
like,
no. I did like it. I still don't understand how he can move. He can. I don't know if he's running so
He
fast
is
that he can
running so
fly,
fast
or
that he's creating air underneath him because he's
by the
that
way,
strong.
like when he transitions from being in the air to now he's running in the forest, I'm like, wait, so did how did that did he just like
Yes,
fall to the
probably.
ground and start running? Like
I don't know.
I don't know.
He didn't
Yes.
catch Wahlberg though. I was like, oh, is he not going to catch Wahlberg?
Um, Innocent
Yes, yes.
Zero's an asshole. Uh, and like, is it me or does it get a little too much when like a character basically? How do I put this? I don't want to say immortal, but like they give him they make him out to be like undefeatable. And it's like, so wait, now he steals magic. So it's like, okay. Um what else is this dude going to do? So, I don't know. That kind of annoyed me because I was like, well, this is supposed to be funny, but that's kind of annoying that he just keeps
He is
being undefeatable and it's just like
he's the bad
okay,
guy. They're not gonna
I
beat him
guess
that
so.
fast. He's the big bad.
I guess. Uh I love how Mashal just throws that creature and kills him with like one atomic smash or whatever the hell he had. So that was cool. And I think everybody finally realizing like, oh shit, you don't need to have magic to actually, be strong and be able to live in the society was great to see. So, um, yeah, I mean, I like the last episode better. I to be honest, this episode kind of was like, and maybe it's just me, but I'm getting annoyed with like characters that just don't like seem to have a limit. And I think what pisses me off more is there's not a new season of this yet.
It's
And
coming. It's coming
and
next
then
year.
yeah, I know. And the next episode probably is not going to like give me any like I don't know, more insight into Innocent Zero. It's probably going to be something stupid. So I don't know. I was
If you're expecting deep thought
Once
from
again,
Mashal, I think
this
you
is
might be
not
watching
that
the wrong
show.
show.
no. I'm not expecting deep thought. I'm expecting like, hey, you know, maybe not make your character like a Super Saiyan god, so to speak.
I
So
don't think that's it. I think it's like
No, I don't
playing
think
on the
so either.
trope. I honestly think it's like you're getting a wink, wink, nudge, nudge through the whole thing.
the other thing that was kind of annoying too, now that I think about it, was like Mashal, like Innocent Heroes, like, yeah, your power isn't going to hurt me. I think he said something along those lines, and I'm like, but he doesn't have any powers. So what does that mean? He said something along those lines. I can't remember what the exact line was, but it made me sit there and go, well, wait a minute. I thought Mashal didn't have any magic. What do you mean by what you just said there?
He wants his strength. It's not that hard to figure out.
Yeah, no. We know that he wants his strength. We got that. But why would you make it out to be like it's a power? See what I'm
I-
saying? Like,
I don't, because that's not quite what I got from that exchange. But all right.
so that was kind of weird. I was like, okay, that's interesting. But, oh, I wonder if Mashel's still expelled, by the way.
I
now that
don't
I'm
think
thinking
he's
about it.
expelled.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. But I would say saving the soul
I-
gets you unexpelled.
The duality of that is like, hey man, we can't let this guy be super strong, blah 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 blah. And it's like, wait a minute, none of that matters. Like, thank you for finally coming to that realization.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for realizing it doesn't matter if you have magic or not. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Alrighty then. Laser.
I think it was an interesting episode. It was fun to see stuff go on between Wahlberg and Innocent Zero. I love the banter between the two. Mash being ridiculous is always hilarious. And this is clearly coded after a particular novel series. You can kind of get your inferences, and it's not shy about that. It's not hard to see what's going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to give you a chance. Steven, anything you want to contribute?
It's a good show. That's about it because
Yes, it is.
you don't have to worry about the story that much with MASH as with all the others. So it's a good show to like wind down almost a night and like just watch it because it's something there and it's funny and it's goofy. It's like MASH doesn't care. You don't have to care. Just watch it to see where it goes.
Yeah. It breaks up the night a little bit too. You have a chance to laugh and just to dig into the silliness. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sketch. Favorite part of this episode.
Oh boy, that's. I mean that moment when Dot is like really sad that the that the barrier showed up. That was pretty great. But Lemon going in for the kiss, and he's just eating a cream puff. That's a heartbreak. It's a heartbreak.
Mine was the
narrator
beginning with the
was like,
narrator.
You're the coolest, Mash. It's like, yeah, finally the narrator is on Mash's side.
Yeah.
Along with all the other kids in the
Yeah.
school.
He's
Yeah.
a convert.
He became one of us.
I have actually kind of a serious question. Because of what Innocent Zero did to Wahlberg, does he no longer have magic?
That's an excellent question.
That is actually
Ooh.
correct. Yes, he does not have magic anymore.
Or yeah.
Or an arm.
How does Innocent? Okay, so Innocent Zero's a like time rewind, and then his like his body gets all shriveled up. Is like, wouldn't that be like time? Or what happened here? That's not.
So I take it even further. Mash doesn't have magic. If he is in fact, as claimed, because we have no proof but Innocent Zero's word, if he is in fact the offspring of Innocent Zero, is the reason he has no magic is because he was stripped of it in infancy by his so-called father.
Good.
You can see it.
You make a good point. You make a very good point.
And that means there are 7 others out there who are afflicted the same way.
You know,
if that's the case.
Wait a minute. Here, let me add something to that. Maybe, let's say you're right, but an after effect of that made Mashle into what he is now.
Well, yeah, in the best way possible. This is the outcome he didn't expect. And his stripping of their magic had absolutely nothing to do with his desire to use the bodies later. This was just a like I'm gonna just load up my magic machine with any ability I can, and they can't fight
Magic
back because they're
machine.
infants. I don't know. I can't take it seriously. Neither should you.
It's not meant to, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
Don't you
But
mean
yeah.
coffin of power?
Coffin of power. Sure, we can go with that.
He's
He's
coughing
got
up his powers.
he's got some
Oh,
dark
Lord.
energy there, Mr. Innocent Zero. He's like if he did this blatantly to a powerful user of magic, like in a powerful position, you know, I can't imagine what the impact on this like very fragile society is going to be by this act. I can't wait to see. But clearly Wahlberg has some loyalty amongst certain people, so again, another element of interest. But yes, this is I think you guys are clearly talked out of this. This was a fun episode. It ended at least with nobody dead, one character maimed, though that happened a couple episodes ago, so we don't need to press on it. And everybody's generally okay. It's just trucking along. We're almost done here, but we're loving it. So I think it's a good time to wrap things up, Sketch. I'm gonna throw it back
yes,
to you.
indeed. It is a good to wrap it up. Yeah, it's a solid episode. Mashle was nice to see the students coming around, even though they really should have done so way sooner. It's like that moment of realization, like, wait, maybe that rule is stupid. maybe we shouldn't indiscriminately
What if that
kill
rule was
people
stupid?
just because they don't have magic. Huh.
But that's
You can't go
tradition,
against
though. You can't go
tradition. It's
against that.
tradition. Like, man, how did this world come out this way? And even Instant Zero's like, was like, oh, you say the boy has, the choice, but even in even in your eyes, someone without magic shouldn't be allowed to live, which is true of you as well, isn't it? Like,
No, innocent.
because
No.
guilty one was already taken. I can't take credit for that. That was all.
I know. I remember. I
It's
was
still
there.
good.
It's still
It's
funny.
still good, just like Mashle's still good. Good. And Lance feeling motivation from his dear little sister. Like all of you guys have magic. You're like, what do I do? Do something so that the rocks don't hit you. No wonder the rest of you stayed frozen. Which, by the way, very actually kind of nice of Innocent Zero for unfreezing them when the monster is, but also not nice for having the barrier. We never did find out who caused the barrier, did we? Yep.
We did not.
Yeah, I mean, my assumption was that was going to be the following episode,
Well,
just because they kind of left that
doesn't seem that way.
cliffhanger. Oh, are you telling me that
I mean,
that's not what
I don't
happens?
know,
Because
but
that's
it seems
disappointing.
like all this is kind of dealt with.
Because you had 3 characters run after the
That's
so-called
true.
barrier weaver.
And you would have to figure that Order would not give up on looking for them.
No,
Yeah,
that man is driven.
If that man
he
is
doesn't
anything,
seem like
it
the type
is
to just
driven.
let it go.
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of his
When's
thing.
he going to join the MASH club?
I don't know that he ever will.
He's
I don't think
just
he
too baked
can.
into tradition.
I don't think he'll let himself.
All right.
There you go.
You're going to email us at podcast@toonamifaithful.com or follow Facebook.com/Toonami Faithful Podcast or on Twitter @Toonami Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on just about everything, including Apple Podcasts, CastBox, Deezer, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Podbay, Podbean, Podcast Addict, Radio.com, Spotify, and the TuneIn app. You can also find every episode to stream online, the same place they found the encrypted clinical trials on Lazarus. SoundCloud.com/Toonami Faithful Podcast. You can get the latest news by following @ToonamiFaithful.com on Blue Sky and @Toonami News on Twitter, and read the news, views, and reviews on ToonamiFaithful.com. Steven, tell the folks where they can find you.
You can find me on the internet, like everyone else. You can find me MX Ghost on like every single platform known to man, because I almost have no life other than work. Other than that,
All right.
yeah.
Laser, tell the folks where they can find you.
Well, you can find me on Twitter @LaserKidPrime. You can find me on Blue Sky @LaserKid. And you can find me on my podcast, The Simuldub Sans, where we talk about simuldubs. In about 3 hours, for those of you listening live, my new episode will be out about the best simuldubs of all of 2025. Heaven help us. We had fun with that one.
Kuro, tell the folks where they can find you.
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky @HappyKuroKitty. And recently I got to join the Toonami squad for an episode of theirs where we talked about a number of topics, but I'm not going to spoil it. You'll have to tune into their podcast to hear it. So check them out. It's on all of their own social
Do you
media.
know if that
Toonami
episode
squad.
is out yet? Okay.
Yeah, I was told it was.
Paul, tell the folks where they can find you.
Well, you can find me on Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, @Paul Same thing on Blue Sky. And you can email me, paulpascrillo @toonamifaithful.com.
Right. You can find me on Twitter at Sketch1984 and also Blue Sky. Look me up, Sketch1984. I'd like to thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast, and we talked about a lot of things. We hope you enjoyed any part of the conversation, or maybe all of it. Who knows? And we always appreciate your listenership, whether you're tuning in live or you are listening to the podcast after the fact. Please be sure to share the podcast with your friends if you think they would be interested. And until next time, there's no I in team, but there is one in Toonami.
It's gonna take a lot to drag Spear away from random noises. There's nothing that 100 man or more could ever do. I heard you, Sketch.
Nice.